Hey traders, in this video, I'm going to be testing out the Supertrend Indicator. So the Supertrend Indicator will actually tell you to buy and sell at certain points. So right here, I'm actually going to sell here so I can offset the potential loss from this right here. So let's see what will happen right here. And it looks to be going downwards. So this sell movement is it's going through, okay? So the downside of this indicator is that when you buy, right, there's a chance that it could just go to sell right after immediately, right? And if you're locked in on a 1 minute time frame, that could be very detrimental. Okay. So for this strategy, I like to use the 1 minute time frame on 5-second candles, and I like to see I just go straight with this, and has about a 60% win rate. So that means if you do about 10 trades, you'll have about 6 win trades, 6 to 7 win trades. So sometimes the win rate can vary between 60 to 7%, really. I like to be more conservative. So right here, as we see right here, the buy right here lost, obviously, because it went down so much. But as we see right here, we made that money back. So right here, it actually says to buy again. So let's do a buy right here. And with this, I do see a general downwards trend. So this buy might be short-lived because as we see right here, the buy levels are generally speaking pretty short, except for that kind of long level right there. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one took an L, really, because you just have to look at the trends of what's happening, kind of like in the recent buys and sells. And right here, you can see that the recent buys have been pretty short-lived, as you see right here. So if it does go down, then I will do a sell. But as you see right here, now it's going up a little bit. I'm not sure if it'll last that long. If it does end up showing a sell here very soon, then I will put a sell order in to mitigate the losses. So let's do that sell order to mitigate those losses. Okay. So I think the best way to do this trading strategy is to really just go with the trend. So if you're seeing that everything is kind of like going downwards in the long run, you generally speaking want to you want to follow the trend. Okay, so here the sell levels kind of last for kind of a very long time, as you see right here. So if the sells, it kind of goes for 10-20 candlesticks, as you see right here, and it's pretty accurate if you kind of just follow the trend. If you don't follow the trend, then you're likely going to lose. But here, as we see right here, whenever it did a sell right here, we kind of won the trade. Okay, so we're going to win this trade right here, and voila, we won. So let's go to a few different ones right here. So let's see what the trend is. So the trend here is kind of 50-50. That's kind of where we don't want to be. And we kind of want to enter right where you see a buy, right where you see a sell, right? That's the optimal place to put a buy or sell in. Okay. So here, this just did a buy right here, but it's a tad bit too late, I think, unless we see the buys last for a very long time. So here, I wouldn't enter yet. This one right here doesn't seem to be going in. Okay, this is a buy right here. Let's do that buy right there. And let's see how this shapes up right here. So here we see the trends. The buy levels do last for a little bit. It's a little bit iffy, but the trend is, I would say, slightly downwards. So I would say a sell here would be slightly stronger than a buy. But let's see what will happen here. The momentum is a little bit iffy, so I'm a little bit skeptical. So sometimes I do like to combine indicators like the momentum level, like the MACD level. So with these factors combined, it's generally speaking a good signal whether to buy or sell. So if it does do a sell level here, I will do a sell and to offset the losses here. But if not, we'll just move on to the next trade. Okay, and surely enough, we actually won that trade. So that was quite surprising, actually, for me. So it looks like this trading indicator is a little bit accurate. So let's go to the next one right here. And this did a recent buy right here. I'm not sure if I want to enter that because, as you see right here, the MACD is kind of it's going downwards, really. So that's not a good signal to me right here, personally. This recent sell level right here. I think this is a pretty decent one. As you see, it's mostly downwards trending. So if we do see a sell, that's generally speaking a pretty decent sign. And of course, this crossover for the MACD right here, these red candlesticks right here for the momentum are all super good signs. So these all add up additional signs that it'll go downwards, okay? So we see right here that I would say this is most likely to win, but it's kind of iffy because it's kind of been going up and down, as you see right there. And we still have a little bit of time left, so only time will tell. And of course, don't be upset if you lose a trade. If you lose a trade, that's no biggie. It's a 60 to 70% win rate. That means you'll lose about 30 to 40% of trades. And some days you might lose a little bit more, just depending on your luck, honestly. So let's see right here. And sure enough, we won this trade. So any trading guru that gives you a 100% win rate strategy is honestly just, it's a fake guru, right? There's no strategy that wins 100% of the time. Any guru that tells you that is completely false, okay? So you definitely want to follow gurus and follow experts that recommend strategies in the 60 to 70 percentile win rate, because those are the kind of the tried and true methods, because you can't win 100% of the time, right? So here it's a buy. I would go into this. Let's see. The buy levels are kind of surprisingly short here. So as you see right here, all these buy levels historically have been very short. This is a pretty short buy level. So let's see what will happen here. So a few red candlesticks. I don't think this will be very successful, but let's see what will happen. We're just following the buys and sells for the super trend, right? The Supertrend Indicator is this indicator right here, Supertrend, right? So this indicator obviously isn't super accurate alone. So you have to combine it with some other factors as well, like the MACD, the momentum indicator, along with many different types of indicators. So let's see right here. So this buy level has actually lasted a lot longer than a lot of the previous buying levels right here, as you see. So a lot longer than most buying levels. So it looks like this might be a win. So there again, we won. So overall, this trading strategy, it does work. It has a 60 to 7% win rate, the super trend trading strategy. So all you got to do is just follow this buy and sell. Whenever it says buy and sell, just follow that. But, and here's a big but, you definitely want to follow the general trend. So if it's trending downwards, like all the sells are super long, right? And all the buys are kind of really short, you generally want to sell, okay? And if all the buys are really long, but all the sells are super short, you generally speaking want to buy, okay, when it says buy. And of course, try to combine some other indicators as well to have a little bit of a better picture. This could potentially increase your win rate to something closer to 65 to 70% win rate, which is a little bit better than 60 to 70% win rate. So definitely, this is a strategy I would recommend trying out. And if you want trading forecasts for swing trading, I would definitely recommend becoinnet. We give forecasts for tomorrow, next week, next month, even next year, okay? And if you want a 50% deposit bonus when you sign up on Pocket Auction, all you gotta do is just click this link right here, go to becoinnet, click this link right here, and you'll be directed to Pocket Auction where you'll get a 50% welcome bonus, okay? So happy trading.